Hi all, welcome to Yell for Change YouTube channel. If it's your first time visiting, please subscribe to our channel so we can grow. And also feel free to share with your friends Yell for Change's YouTube channel. So, the reason why I decided to do a video today is because I really want to impart and share this information because I feel that it's important and relevant for those who are not aware and for those who want to know and for those who want to learn. So the topic I'm going to talk about is albinism and what it is about. What is albinism? A lot of people ask, so what people talk about albinism? What's albinism all about? So albinism is a condition. It's not a disease, it's a condition, a genetic one, which affects the pigmentation of the skin, hair, and eyes. So, what that simply means is this: a person who is born with albinism is prone to light sensitivity in the eyes, whether if it's the sun or any form of light, it all depends on the degree of it. The skin lacks melanin or it produces little melanin in the skin. With that said, with the skin, you have to protect your skin if you are born with albinism or a person's born with albinism have to be taking serious precautions with the skin. Otherwise, you go out in the sun without any form of sunblock or sunscreen, you're easily to get sunburn. And also, skin cancer is a high risk factor for somebody with albinism. Now, with albinism said now, how can albinism happen to a person now? You know, your parents are carriers of the albinism gene, whether you lot don't want to believe it or not. It can happen to anybody. It happened to me. My parents are black. Yeah. I have light skinned parents. And I got to find out that they are two carriers of the albinism gene. So 1 in 25% chance of a person can have albinism, and parents can have multiple children with this condition. The how it's occurred with this is there's a genetic makeup. So you've got the dominant gene and the recessive gene. So the recessive gene is the one that causes the production of albinism. So with albinism comes with myths, dangerous myths, and superstition beliefs in Africa. And when I hear these stories, it really breaks my heart because it's like you're hurting me. And, you know, when you hear these stories of people being killed, being used for black markets, body parts being sold for witchcraft purposes, it just makes me feel so heartbroken because it's close to home, and it's like you're doing this to me, and even though it's not happening to me personally, but it feels like it's happening to me. Albinism, many people who are born with this condition face a lot of stigma, discrimination, being bullied. People can be very nasty in this world. Cruel world, cruel, cruel. For me, um, you know, people will always have something to say and in a negative form regarding my complexion. And it really made me feel outcast. I felt ridiculed. But as times went on, I had to learn to accept myself, accept my true identity. Albinism is a part of me. It is a part of me. I've lived with it. It's something that durable. It's something that I got used to. It's something that I come to terms with. Can't change anything about that. But all I could do was to love myself and to recognize that I am beyond my skin condition. I am beyond the complexion. I am beyond anything, and I here to break barriers for myself. Should I allow the society and people and the media and blah blah blah, dictate the person who I am? I wouldn't know who I am as a person. So, having that said, now let me get to the facts with albinism as well. Albinism can affect any ethnic background. So, you have Chinese, Arabs, Latino, Asian, whites, blacks, you name it. So you can be a Christian, have albinism, Muslim, albinism, Sikh, albinism. Doesn't matter where you are. It's global, it's international, it's everywhere. Now I'm in the UK, and I will give you facts. I don't know for anywhere else, but I've done a bit of homework and research about it, and studies have shown that 1 in 17,000 estimate in the UK has albinism or some degree of albinism. So it's very rare. It's a rare condition. It's very rare. And we do have social clubs here in the UK. But as for me, I haven't joined one, but I don't feel that I want to do it. But personally, it's my preference. But for those who are interested in Albinism Fellowship, I think there's one. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Albinism Fellowship UK and Ireland. I'm not too sure. We can Google it. I don't really want to give the wrong information, but you can type it in Google to help you, the search engine, or you can actually go on social media. Is so exposed now that a lot of people have coming out with organizations to help bring awareness to albinism, and there's so many people. I mean, oh my gosh, so many people are advocates for this condition, and it's a good thing. And I want to thank the UN also for being an advocate for albinism. I also want to thank all these other organizations that are spreading this awareness and letting the world know that wait, albinism is not a curse, it's not a disease, it's actually it's something that is inherited. So even though people were like, "I could never happen to me," blah 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 blah, don't be very ignorant, because majority of people are carriers of the albinism gene. Yes, and I said it. I said it, whether you like it or not. Yeah? Some of y'all have forms of albinism that you don't know that you have it. So it took some time for me to understand it, and I'm still learning about this condition more, because when you learn to embrace yourself and learn to love yourself, the color of the skin shouldn't matter. I mean, there's people who are dark skinned and they face stigma from, you know, people for being too dark. So imagine somebody that has no melanin in the skin face that same stigma. It's a lot worse. And I just feel that the myths that people are coming up with, I don't think it's really right, and it's not cool. And you killing children for body parts, and you know, it breaks my heart. So I want to speak out and help future generations to be aware that albinism is not a curse, and I feel like it is a blessing to be different. It's a blessing to be unique. Albinism is not contagious. You can't catch it like COVID-19, as people want to try and put it. Albinism is not something, it's not like a cold where you sneeze, it's like, oh, my skin goes white. No, it is a genetic defect of pigmentation. That's what it is. It's like you lack something. So from when you are born, you're the first thing you notice is your skin color. If you notice if your hair is normal, if your hair is comes out blonde or whatever. So you will know if you are carrying the albinism yourself, if you are born with it. But I just want to like encourage my brothers and sisters with albinism, be beautiful, and just remember that you are loved, and remember that you are blessed. So thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe to Yell for Change, comment, share, and be albinism aware. God bless you.